Wow. Daily review.
Now, let's meet the starting five.
Of course, last season the Cavs beat the Magic in the playoffs. It was their first series win without LeBron going back to 1993, which is just mind-boggling. They're set up well, it seems, for the first time in a long time. What do you think?
They have so much young all-star talent in Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley. It's been hard to build without LeBron James in the mix in Cleveland, but you have to give this Cavs front office a lot of credit. They've done a great job for setting up for right now and the future. They made bold trades, especially to bring in Jarrett Allen and Donovan Mitchell. They're set up well for the future.
We know they got a new coach, so it'll be very interesting. Look at Cleveland's starting group. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Then there's DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Jerome in at the 1. And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Here's Giddey. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, that's a great find by White. He's such a clever and deceptive combo guard.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, I got a few minutes with Billy Donovan. Now he's worried it's going to be one of those nights when Donovan Mitchell just goes off. He told me it's like guarding a ticking time bomb. You never know when...
Hold on.
He's going to blow up, but we're anticipating it. So coach is expecting the best out of his team, preparing for the worst. Guys?
Thank you, David. Knocks down the 3-ball. Hey, Sean, for the past decade that you've been a major player in the NBA, it's been LeBron's league, it's been Curry's league. Who else is going to take over this?
Chili dogs. Chili dogs.
League you think coming up around the corner?
Given the NBA Finals we just had, have to throw in Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Luka Doncic into the fold as far as faces of the NBA. But Nikola Jokic is so good. He will be one of the guys for a while. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have to mention him as well. But ultimately, you have to also keep an eye on Victor Wembanyama, the way that Victor Wembanyama could take over the league. And already, so early, was so special. Victor Wembanyama is someone to keep an eye on.
Okay, they just passed a note down to me, our gang here. What about Anthony Edwards at Minnesota? He's another one, right? Young American player who is really making an impact.
Anthony Edwards,
Well, let's
Devin
see if I
Booker,
can beat the
you
Bulls.
have to consider those two as well. And it's special, the crop of young players that we have coming up in this league. One of them is sure to emerge as this generation's, whether you want to call it Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, there will be a
Apparently,
face-off
the
this
Bulls
year.
beat the Lakers.
And we cannot wait. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout.
Even
Wants to
Park,
talk-
actually.
got this.
Might be seeing some things to adjust. Having an efficient three-point attack, very tough to defend. Let's see some of the best. Second, the Cavaliers.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
Second, it's crazy in threes.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And it's White missing. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Jerome passes to Mobley. Here's Jerome. In the corner, it's Hunter. Shoots over Vucevic. Hunter, no good.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan who didn't. And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That's someone, wasn't a Bulls player. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant.
Oh, come on. Now what are you doing?
As you know, not too long ago.
Come on, Mitchell.
Passing, we sat down for a couple hours, but I
you don't miss
them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat Jordan, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time.
Of course.
Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
Oh, come on, bro.
Making a change here. Ball's checked in.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Buzelis with the ball. Mobley's there. Buzelis' shot is good.
With his soft touch around the rim, Buzelis should score a lot of points in the paint over his career.
Hey, Shams, for the Bulls, the overall approach has seemed to be steady as she goes, stay in our lane, business as usual. But do you think that'll continue?
I get better.
Kevin, one of the best attendance rates in the league. But listen, this is a Bulls organization that has to figure out its right direction and see how they can continue to build and find a way to build from the ground up and reach new heights, whether it is going a more rebuilding route, more in the middle route, versus going and really taking big swings. I think this is an organization that is very much trying to find their direction.
Oh, you're kind of setting the table. What could happen with this team? Good stuff. Dean Wade, he's checked in for Cleveland. No one covering.
Working it to Vucevic, and he does not hesitate.
Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop.
What you had for dinner?
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Nothing.
Now here's White. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. And Vucevic kicks to Giddey. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
Hey, Skyline for lunch.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against Brooklyn. The drive by Mitchell. Count that.
Why not?
Mitchell's got 8 points. And Charms, I've always wondered,
Because I don't feel like cooking anything. I thought the stuff I bought
Really, when I was around 10
was already cooked, and all I could do is put it in the
right
microwave.
as the Bulls dynasty was starting, I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the
Cheese Coney.
Yep.
a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform.
Well, I mean, I didn't eat all of it at lunch, but
I think we all
I
feel
finished.
the exact same. And stolen by Hunter.
I finished the rest of them before I got home.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the first. Mitchell outside. Fires for three. It's all
Damn,
in by the
Mitchell.
Bulls. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
Mitchell finds Allen. From outside the arc. And there's
There we
Mitchell.
go.
That's good on the assist by Allen. He's got 11.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Chicago. Then for the Cavaliers, Mobley, he's checked in for Dean Wade. Okoro comes in for Hunter. And Porter subbed in for Mitchell. Here's Ball. 11 points for him in that last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Now here's Dosunmu, covered by Okoro. 6 on the shot clock. Dosunmu, the pass to Vucevic. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really I should have just that defensive backboard.
All right, come on, Struce. Let's see what you got.
From downtown, good, and a nice assist from Porter. And the Cavaliers lead by 4. Ball finds Herter. From deep three-point territory. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Cleveland. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
But I did eat cereal for breakfast. Then I ate snack.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so
nice.
far.
Skyline.
The first half in this one. And guys,
what do you think about the Skyline
we've seen so far for the Cavaliers?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter.
I think Frosted Flakes
and
it was.
Shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
Hey, Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. Yeah. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league.
Yummy.
We haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences. In the East
I want Cheerios.
Top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, couple more teams in the league.
Come on.
The league really loves where they're at now, and any given year, anyone can win.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Kevin Herter is out there with Ball, and it's Smith. Then there's Zach Collins. And it's Dosunmu in at the small forward position. Now, here's Okoro. Scoreless thus far. Hits the three-point bomb.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Bulls trail by 5.
Isaac Okoro.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the night.
At the line for 2.
That shouldn't happen. Whatever.
And he knocks down the first one. Shams, you've been around the NBA for a long time now. Which players do you enjoy watching the most?
Greatness, especially the guys that are regarded among the greatest of all time, like LeBron James, like Stephen Curry, like Kevin Durant. You have to throw those in there. But this is a new era, a new crop. The Jason Tatums, Jaylen Browns, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo. You have Tyrese Maxey, Jimmy Butler. You have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Devin Booker, Zion Williamson, Anthony Davis, De'Aaron Fox, Victor Wembanyama. So let's not have anyone here left out.
All right. They're all fun to watch. Pass to Herter. Dosunmu with it. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. From deep. Denied for the third time. He's 0 for 3.
Damn, 0 for 3.
Cavaliers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop.
Wow.
Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Chicago trailing here. Here's Herter. And that one is stuffed right through. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Hey, Shams, you're always on the pulse of those lead-changing trades. We certainly saw some impactful ones last season.
Fuck,
Across
man.
the board, the Pacers, the Mavericks, they made deep runs, and they did so on the back of some big trade deadline moves. Those are transformations that excite all of us to witness. Even New York, getting OG Anunoby at the trade deadline. This is a league that's built on capitalizing at the moment and striking when the iron's hot, and we saw multiple teams do that this last season.
That trade deadline was phenomenal for those teams you mentioned. Really impactful. Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Bruce Ellis is checked in for Collins. And it's Kobe White in for Dosunmu. Cleveland's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 of 5 attempts.
Oh, come on, bro.
To the paint. Looking for Allen and gets it there.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Yeah, look at that, boy.
Really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Easy.
Launches a 3. Connects in three-point range. Now it's a 4-point Cavalier lead.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
It's Strus on the wing. Lets it go with a 3.
Oh, oh my God.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Oh, Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
Baby.
Smith
Right.
finds ball. Can they get it? Jerome with the rebound. Cleveland leading by 7. Pass to Mobley. Here's Jerome. Okoro with it. Shot clock at 6. And the wing jumper offline. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Well, because he's a good scorer, White attracts attention, and that creates passing lanes.
And here's Strus for 3.
Ah, come on, Strus.
This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers. Bucket is good. And now just a 3-point Cavalier lead.
Damn, man.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position.
What's your record?
That's what he did there.
Well, converting on those
7-1
transition opportunities is just so important.
Now, here. And there's the drive.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Herter. And they
Why is
immediately
he-
answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Always so much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say. Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Well, last season, the Cavaliers won their first playoff series since 2018. That's when LeBron was with them, Greg.
And it was their first series win.
It's a slow
without
scoring
LeBron
game.
James since 1993. So it was a huge deal for the organization as they continue to take steps in the right direction.
Bulls trail by 6.
Been eating waffle for dinner.
Good.
Yeah.
Vucevic has got 5.
and just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's
Count
Mitchell.
waffles.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled
Buttermilk.
So one way or another, Mitchell is finding.
What you drinking?
And he sinks the second.
Protein.
And people
Shake.
still talk about Mitchell being undersized. I think he's proven his athleticism more than makes up for that.
Now here's Dosunmu. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. High post Vucevic. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Vucevic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Still so consistent from the mid-range. This has been a staple of Vucevic's game for a long time.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Bulls shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the first one at the line is good. That one misses. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Cleveland ahead. They're up by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Vooch. They had it going the first 2 quarters. How do you turn that around defensively?
Just got to get one-on-one stops, do a better job helping each other, just, getting whatever they want on that end. We have to do a better job. And, yeah, it's just simple, one-on-one stops. When we help, make sure the guy that helps, he gets help, and just keep rotating. We haven't done a good job with that. We're usually very good with that. So just got to focus, and come back in the second half ready. We can make it a game if we play better defensively.
Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Right after this. So I gotta figure out how to blow them up on the second half.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight. Let's see how the Rookie of the Year race.
I might be on Saturday.
You never know how long it will take for a rookie to adjust to the NBA
I can't be
game.
beating
But these
Bulls
guys have figured it out quickly.
by just 5
Yeah,
points.
it's been a smooth start to the season
Or
for 'em.
game being
But
close.
we all know they're going to be bumps in the road as the other teams adjust. And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
They've had the hot hand from deep, so I'm giving these guys the green light. Keep riding the perimeter game until they take it away.
They sure made it look easy at times. What a half. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
Halftime so freaking short.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort
Where you at?
were discussed
Right here.
during the half. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
On the court for Cleveland, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Then it's Mitchell. Then there's DeAndre Hunter. And it's Jerome in at the point guard position.
The aggressiveness of Mitchell.
New zombie map out today.
Is it?
To earn that foul.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams.
Is that the one your friend was talking about?
Handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of see the matchup.
Gotcha.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. 7-point differential. Here's White, and White with the stuff.
Explosive move by White, going right up to the rim.
Now, here's Mitchell. Defended by Dosunmu. And it's Mitchell missing.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And for the defense, that is a hard...
You
see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And here are the Cavaliers now. Following the three-point basket by Chicago.
Come on, bro.
Oh, good.
Bulls ain't this good, bro.
Against Mitchell. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. And the Bulls, another three.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first three shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Here's Jerome. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Jerome's got 11 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Giddey. He's got 6. Shot from 12. Hunter grabs the miss.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
United Dairy Farmer.
Won a championship before or since he was in Chicago.
What?
They've had plenty of good players. Derrick Rose, an MVP, Jimmy Butler as well. But the results haven't been there.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And, of course, always keeping an eye on the top rookies in the league. We get a chance.
Do you have on by you?
With the most steals this season. 5th, Buzelis.
How about the anticipation and really his aggressive mindset defensively? He's always pressuring, always looking for an opportunity to force a turnover.
Here's Buzelis. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
United Dairy Farmer.
What about it?
Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for most improved player. He says, I always try to just let the work show.
There we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Do you go there?
Oh, yeah. Well, I used to. Not so much now.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Down low, here's White, and White slams it in.
Well, we've really seen White raise his game as a scorer. He can be relentless at times.
They have a free item every day this week.
Oh.
And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for White. He's averaging 20 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
Bulls trail by 4. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Good D by Mitchell.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Allen. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Hunter. It's
Hunter.
by the Bulls. Outside, White. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Nice fake with the layup off the mark. Here's Mitchell. It's rebounded by Giddey.
How do you miss, bro?
Chicago has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. White, wide open. He fires. White with another miss. You know, Stan, it is great to see Coby White put it all together.
It sure is, Kevin. This guy hung in there with a great attitude, even when he wasn't playing as much as he wanted to. He's still growing as a player, knocking down shots. His confidence is sky high. His approach will take him a long way.
I got to believe as a coach, that is incredibly satisfying to have that kind of player.
Yeah, it really is. When you have a guy like that, he just keeps getting better.
He gets that one. Mitchell's got the lead up to 9 now for the Cavs.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Dosunmu. Shot from the top of the key. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Dosunmu's got 7 points. Now the Cavaliers with it. They're on a 12. Back to Mitchell. The 3. It's rebounded by Giddey.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Buzelis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
The first free throw is good. We see coaches, Stan, willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Herter can't hit from in close.
I love the commentary.
Right.
Mitchell finds Mobley. Back to Mitchell. Lets the 3 fly.
Damn, man.
By Herter. Herter's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Oh, come on, bro.
I mean, that can happen.
How do you miss a layup?
But it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
Now here's Vucevic. He's got 7. Smith the pass to Ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Vucevic with the bucket.
Yeah, defensively, you
wow,
have to
bro.
keep track of Vucevic
Wow.
at the arc. He takes those shots when he's open.
Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
he can
Dunk you
really
very
apply
much.
it. You combine that, Craig, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Now, here's Ball. He's got 6. From deep, Herter. It's good.
What
the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got
Fine.
3 assists
Fuck's
tonight.
going on here, bruh?
Mitchell outside. Played outside. Lets it go from deep. Oh, and he just knocked down the
Yes.
What a way to punctuate the third quarter. They've got the lead, and they've got momentum.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Cavaliers. A grand total of 28 points for him in the game now. They have no answer for him defensively. And we'll be back with you shortly.
What a shot.
Right? I didn't think he's gonna make it. Last quarter.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece.
All right, I got to get my shot down, bro. This is crazy.
Made for a beautiful score.
3/10 quarters.
Lock-in, you got this.
This as we begin the fourth. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the
if they don't do their jobs.
Jalen Smith is out there with Talen Horton-Tucker. Then it's Kevin Huerter, and it's Collins in at the center. Wade passes to Strus. For the three.
Come on, man. You used to be like my hot shot player. Now you're just missing shots.
The defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
No, don't shoot that, bro.
Now here's Okoro. Hands it from downtown. Okoro's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Cavs. Chicago's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Now here's Collins. Now Huerter, and the Bulls with another miss. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Jerome passes to Allen. Now Strus.
Oh, I could have took that.
6 to shoot. From the arc.
I don't know what he did that for.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Yeah, for real.
Outside ball. Back to Collins, and finished off by Collins.
And Ball just threads the needle extremely well. Fits it through tight spaces with force. I just love his ability to facilitate.
Here's Jerome. It's Strus on the wing. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Going inside, here's Horton-Tucker. And
oh my God.
On the layup. Horton-Tucker's got his first bucket in this one.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Now, here's Okoro. Here's Wade. Chicago grabs the miss. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. Horton-Tucker in the corner. Sinks the
come on, man.
Now just a 2-point Cavalier lead.
Fuck.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Jerome passes to Allen. Over Collins. Allen, that's good.
As Allen continues to develop his offensive game, he continues to earn the trust of his teammates.
Here's Horton-Tucker. That 3 off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 4.
Just take it slow.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Flushed by Allen there. What I love about him, he's a center and he's not trying to be a guard. He knows who he is.
And here is Ball. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Okoro kicks to Strus. Stolen by
Oh, come on, bruh.
Inside. Count that one.
Wow.
Has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Huerter.
And Ball sets up his teammates, and when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
Now here's Wade. Pass to Jerome. And here's Strus for 3. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Well, that's his 4th triple for the game now. Just his 1st in the second half.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
Make some noise, Chicago. He is your 3-1-2 crew.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Cleveland also making some changes. Mobley, he's checked in for Dean Wade. Hunter comes in for Okoro. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Max Strus. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. Now, Coach was still...
Wow, how?
His guys, a handful of shots completely changes this game. Just a few good minutes, and we're right there. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. The shot by Mitchell, no good. And so
Mitchell, like, what are you doing? Wow. Why down?
Important points right there from White, showing he wants more responsibility over time.
Now, here's Mitchell. Nice move. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And I think Mitchell's focus increases when it's clutch time. The bigger the moment, the better he is.
Pass to Dosunmu. No good on the three. It sends him to the line. It's
needed that.
And that's part of what Mitchell brings
needed that
to the table. The willingness to operate on the perimeter or get in there.
Come on, bruh.
On the interior.
God. Give me some shots.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6. Chicago's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now here's Vucevic. Breaks up.
Wow.
Vucevic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Those are some veteran instincts there by Vooch, knowing the situation and giving his team needed points.
Here's Jerome. Here's Hunter. Lock at 6. A 3-pointer. Here's Giddey. Hunter grabs.
Yes.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots.
I'll take that. Yes.
Mitchell with the jam.
Big time play there from Mitchell.
Yes.
Remember, he's been the go-to guy since his rookie year.
Here's Dosunmu.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts right now.
Chicago foul. Nikola Vucevic. Third personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
That should do it.
Hopefully.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Giddey with it. And he converts the layup.
And I love going to Giddey there at 6'8" with his skill. Josh can get that one off anytime he wants.
Now, here's Mitchell. Pass to Jerome.
I ain't surprised they ain't trying to foul me. I ain't surprised they ain't trying to foul me yet.
Against Mitchell. Mitchell is double. 6 to shoot.
Get it.
Here's Jerome. Hunter on the wing. Over Giddey. And a little bit drops.
A dead-eye catch-and-shoot guy. Hunter is someone you have to run off his shots.
Chicago calls time.
Nice.
Now it's over.
In the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Yeah, that should do it. Yes. I mean, I didn't blow them out. which I'm sad about.
Possession, 8-point game. Buzelis' shot is good. And so they foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Third team foul.
Win is a win.
Yes. Yes, it is. But a blowout would have been better. Chicago Bulls,
First free throw is
they
good,
haven't
and
been
that
this
increases their
good
lead to 6.
since Michael Jordan.
And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
But yeah, it's over.
We see the Cavaliers get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean,
Log your record.
10-1, I believe.
Well said. And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Donovan. High execution from the team tonight. Did you think the focus was there collectively?
Time to play online.
No,
Steven, no. But for us, it's continuing to plug away. And you know, we're not at our 100% yet. We're not at our best, but we have a lot more things to improve on. But our focus and attention to details really was getting us through.
Looks like you're building towards something special, man. Thanks. Back to you.
There you go, Steven.
Now
it's time for me to watch
for
my
Stan
Netflix.
Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching.
Willie almost won that one.
2K Sports.
Well.
Let's reveal.
I'll play him again.
Okay,
So,
Noel Saya Bud.
all right. I'll play the Bulls again too. So, I'll play them. Well, I'll play the 76ers, then I'll play the Bulls. But yeah, I'll play those fuckers again.